Hey everyone, can you all hear me? Hello everyone. Can you all hear me? Wishing you all a very happy Independence Day, first of all. Though I'm not that happy and just wanted to join in because, whatever is happening right now is quite disturbing also. So I didn't post anything. So I thought I'll just come live and discuss with you the combinations right now in the sky, the precarious combinations. And I wanted to tell you what exactly are the planets and the houses that are associated with freedom. So that's something which I think nobody has touched upon till now, because freedom is the most important aspect for especially women right now. I would say that the safety and the kind of situation that we are in, that is actually suffering a lot, and there are certain combinations which are showing that the precariousness of the and the sensitivity of the condition that we are all experiencing across the globe. So first of all, freedom of wisdom. So how do we see that? We see it from Jupiter. Jupiter is a very important graha if we want to understand what exactly is the spiritual freedom, the knowledge that we all possess. And also, thank you so much for joining in. And until and unless, you're wise, you're spiritually inclined, I don't think so that, you will experience that kind of freedom of thought. You will not understand the situation better. So Jupiter plays a very important role. Then freedom is of mind, of heart, of emotions. We are emotionally bound with each other. So how strong is one? And looking at moon's condition, we get to know in the horoscope how strong are you, or how emotional are you, or how easily you get disturbed also, how the situation impacts you. That is all we see from the moon's condition, of course, in the chart. And then we should see the sun's condition also. Sun is very important because sun is our confidence. So if sun is well positioned in the chart, you do get to know about lot many things related to your lineage, also related to your your state of mind also, like what kind of soul is actually uh, which is giving you that kind of strength. So it becomes a very important aspect to check the position of sun also. And sun is also about our lessons in life. What kind of lessons have we learned, how we have experienced, and how we have actually come out of the issues that we face. So how you face the issues, how you deal with the situation, that is the sun's position. And Mars is a very important one because Mars gives you that strength and courage. So Mars is also very important in a horoscope. And we must see Rahu and Ketu also, because Rahu and Ketu denote the breaking away from traditions. Rahu shows breaking away from traditions, unconventionality, that we see from Rahu. And also, we have to check Rahu for our material freedom also. So I just, extempore, I thought that I'll go online and I'll just discuss this. So no planning, nothing. And just thought that I'll just do this video and show you that what exactly, are the combinations. And then Ketu is our spiritual detachment. So the freedom, that kind of freedom that we look for, that is the spiritual liberation we see from Ketu. And there are certain houses also that, yes, sun shows, yes, can be the lineage also from past life. Yes, it can be. The lineage is the ancestors, if they have done something. There are some curses also in the classic texts that we discuss, that there are certain combinations which show that, there are past life karmas that we have to quit. The ancestors, they have done something, or we are experiencing something because of them. It is definitely the past life lineage also. And then we have to check the condition of third house, ninth house, 12th house, if we want to see the houses of freedom. So third house is your expression, freedom of expression. So how you express yourself. So freedom of expression. Some people are very introverted and some people are very outspoken. So we have to see the condition of third house. Ninth house is the house of dharma, spirituality, religion, also the belief system. So what kind of philosophy, what kind of linkage you have from the past life also. And also, your spiritual and philosophical belief system that we check, we have to see the ninth house, because, that gives us the wisdom again, that is ruled by Jupiter. So it gives us the free will and wisdom also, if ninth house is strong. So because it is the house of higher learning also, exploration, self-exploration. So that is something which actually, shows us all of that. Also, 12th house is the house of moksha. I feel 8th house and 12th house are very important if we talk about, freedom. Sometimes we suffer, we sometimes go through a lot of upheavals. So if, the 8th house is strong as in if there are malefics there, suppose Saturn is there, not retrograde Saturn, but direct Saturn. So you will feel that, you will get that kind of path. Even if there is obstruction, you will get that path, the correct path. So it becomes a freedom of your, again, your thought process and your direction. So you get to know from the 8th house also. See, 12th house is about detachment from the material realms. 8th house is detachment, or we can say, if you have any kind of issues in life, obstruction, hurdles in life, so how you will overcome them. So that is the 8th house energy playing out. So this also gives us the freedom from disease, freedom from the hurdles in life, complications in life. So we have to check the 8th house energy also. And 12th house is definitely very important because it gives you freedom from from the material realms. It's the last house of the moksha trikona. So it gives you that, coming out of the, I would say it's not the house of loss, but it is about the isolation. So you're in that isolation zone when, you want that freedom, you're free, you're isolated, you're alone. So that is something which is very important to check as well. And what is the concept of moksha? Moksha is the freedom from the ultimate, freedom from the, or liberation from the cycle of birth and death. That is what is moksha. And also, we see that when there are the connections of 4th, 8th, 12th houses, somewhere or the other, Ketu is involved, Jupiter is involved. These people are, quite free from the worldly things. They are too much into spirituality. They get too attached to the spiritual realms. And at the very, early age, they become very spiritual, detached. So they're free from the bondage, no? And also, I have seen what else we can discuss about the, see, the main thing is the moon and Jupiter have to be, both of these grahas have to be very strong if you really want the liberation. Okay. And liberation, 6th house, if you have good, or we can say, no affliction, then you are liberated from the loans, the debts, the diseases. If 6th house is stronger, we have been taught by my guru that if 6th house becomes stronger than the first, then you are all the time, entrapped in something or the other, some loan, litigation, or something to do with health issues. So I always give the remedy, if you have a stronger 6th house as compared to the first one, you should actually have some amount of loan always running, so that, if one area of life has to suffer, it's better that we are under the loans or debts rather than the disease, because you will be landing up paying more money or spending more money on those areas. Okay. And your desires, free from desires. If somebody becomes free from desires, 11th house. So this gives you that, strength, or when, you're breaking away from the conventional life path. Oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. So all these houses, actually, all the houses are playing out somewhere or the other. But mainly, when the desire fulfillment is not there, you get very, very restless. So it is very important to check your doshas. What kind of doshas, what kind of afflictions you have. If Rahu is giving too much of energy, emitting too much of energy on the 11th house, then it is very difficult to find that freedom easily. Okay. And whenever you have to check the transits, now we have seen what planets, what houses. Transits play a very important role. Sometimes, you're suffering with some disease. You're suffering with the solitude. People are looking for partners, relationships. So what happens? We have to see the transit of Saturn and Jupiter for that reason, double transit. Wherever it is emitting the energy, it will give you that freedom from that particular zone. Okay, so it is very important to see the kind of energy these two planets are emitting to which house and what it is freeing you from. Sometimes it so happens that after a long, long time, you got the Dasha and you got married. So Dasha is very important, especially Rahu, Ketu Dasha. You will see that people suffer a lot in Ketu Dasha, in Rahu Dasha. They suffer a lot, but they learn a lot. Wisdom prevails. After Rahu Dasha comes Jupiter's, and after Ketu comes Venus. Can you see two grahas? So you become wise. You become very materially inclined and equipped when it is Ketu Dasha after that. So Ketu is the foundational period, Remember, if you are in a Ketu Dasha, remember, it will give you are being prepared for welcoming the Venus Dasha. So that freedom of thought, freedom of all the negative energies in life, whatever you're going through, you will get it only when you have these kind of periods running. Okay. So I always say that, you will have to first check the basic chart and then the Dasha, and then comes the transit. Dasha transit they are not the event creators. Believe you me. They are not the event creators. I'll take up the questions a bit. So the Dasha of, basically Guru, that is Jupiter, Ketu, these are the important Dashas. I hope I'm not missing out on something, because, I'm just thinking if there is anything, if you people have on mind, you can share that what exactly, what kind of freedom are you looking for? So we'll get to know about it even better, So astrologically. So when we got the freedom, there were so many grahas in the third house, if you remember, India's independence chart. So we had so many grahas in that chart. Now, let me share with you the current chart, because we all are suffering. We are hearing so many news, like so much. If you can see, I had mentioned that on the 1st of August, Sun and Rahu will be in exact trine to each other. And Mars and Ketu will be in exact trine on the 2nd of August. So first and second, plus minus 1 week, we do take. These were very, very precarious dates. And also Venus, Mercury were at war on the 6th to the 8th. And Mars and Jupiter were at war on the 12th to the 15th. And then actually Mars moves ahead. Mars was behind Jupiter and then moves ahead. So these are very, very difficult phases as regards to the worldly peace. We can say that there will be some news. I always say that when Venus is getting afflicted at war, then we hear the news in and around women counterparts, women in the society a lot. So something major has happened now, because Sun is also in Gandantha. Every year Sun will be in Gandantha. But it is actually because it is right, I will not say right opposite Saturn, but it is, Saturn is retrograde, and when we talk about retrogression, Saturn is moving backwards and it's in trine. Sun is in trine to Rahu. So in Gandantha, in the third house, we have Ketu from Sun also. So these are the energies. And second house has, sorry, I think I just, okay. So second house has Venus also. So can you see what the combinations are indicative of? So we have, see, Mars and Jupiter here. Rahu is in trine to Sun. And next to Sun are Mercury, which is also going to be entering the Gandantha soon and is going to be moving backwards, demoted. So and Venus is at 18 degrees right now, or 18 degrees. So Mars is there in Venus's sign, so that is also affliction. So see, putting everything together, I will not get into the technicalities, because you will not able, some will understand, some will not. So what exactly it means is that these combinations are indicative of some bad news, which we are actually hearing a lot from elsewhere. So this is something which we actually have to be careful about during this time period. And then Sun is in Gandantha also when I'm making this video. Yeah. So this is what is the state of affairs. And then Jupiter is also going to be turning retrograde. So when Jupiter turns retrograde, I think it will be better for most. Also, I wanted to share with you India Independence Day chart. It was 15th August 1947. So it was midnight time when the oath taking ceremony took place and flag hoisting took place. So Taurus rising and Rahu was over the first house, that is Ketu in the 7th, and Jupiter was in Libra. Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, they were all in the third house. So can you see the freedom? When we talk about freedom, Rahu plays an important role. Rahu in the first house is also very important. And so many grahas in the third house, expression, self-expression. So freedom, we got freedom because Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, they were all in the third house, in the sign ruled by Moon. So that is why, it is playing a very important role. It's all, there. You can just go through everything. So, yeah, so this is what is happening. So we have to be careful. And Mars will be moving into the third house of the natural zodiac, and that too in this month. So this is also going to be a little tough phase because it's going to be in the enemy sign. So we have to be careful about our investments, about our speech, our communication during that time. There can be some, impulsive decisions people might just make. And Sun is also going to be in dignity, though it is in the Leo sign. It's going to be in its own zone. So that is also going to be playing out a very important role with the Sun in Leo. Once in a year, Sun enters Leo sign. So people who have already got a Leo sign very, heavily populated, or they have any graha there. So Sun is going to be activating those areas even more. And also Mercury is going to be in deep combustion on the 18th of August. So we have to be prepared for that as well. And Venus and Saturn will be on the exact opposition on the 19th of August. Saturn, Jupiter, exact degrees in the Kendras on the 21st of August. So can you see some major events happen when the double transit happens? So Saturn and Jupiter will be in the Kendra at the exact degrees. So this will be on the 21st of August. And then Mars will be aspecting Venus at the exact degrees on the 22nd to the 23rd. So this month is a bit difficult month for one and all for that reason. So now you can say that I'm always negative and I'm always giving bad news. But I'm just trying to prepare you guys that, you be careful about your documentation. Mercury is also retrograde, and we are going to be in the month of September heading to the eclipses also. I've already done a video on the same as well. So it's better that you are forearmed, when you're forewarned, rather than, just hearing out later that, we didn't know. So it is sort of a position where people are going to gain also. It's not that everybody is going to be going through some upheavals only. So what do you want me to do now? Please tell me in the comment section, live chat, which is going on. So you can tell me, and we'll discuss that, or we call it a wrap. Good afternoon, everyone. Can the lineage be as could Rahu Sun together mean 9th house that be from our lineage to the tradition? See, Rahu Sun is a Pitra dosham. We all know that. And the best part about this is that it's good for being into politics, and it's good for a government job. But the problem is that it's a Pitra dosham. It brings about blemish on, we can say, some kind of defamation once in a lifetime if you have Rahu Sun together. See, money should not be invested in heavy amounts these days. People are just following each other, and they're just going in that one direction by investing a lot of money in the stocks, shares, etc. I'm not saying that don't, but you must actually be careful about your funds if you are doing it for a longer duration, say 6 years, 7 years, 10 years. So then it is fine. You just leave it and forget it for the time being. If you want to pull out your money and you want it to be in rotation, then it is not that kind of a period where you can make good amount of money. Saturn is also going to be in the Pisces sign, and is going to be a little tough as far as the market is concerned. So you people have to be careful about your investments. Now that it is stuck, so just just take it this way, that yes, if it is stuck, it's good that it is not spent on your health. Maybe you were supposed to experience some health issues, so this might have become a little saving grace for you. Okay. Somebody's asking, Cancer Ascendant and Pisces moon will change. When the time will change? I have Saturn in the 7th house going through Mercury Mahadasha and Saturn Antradasha. See, for Cancer Ascendants, thing is that Saturn is transiting your 8th house, just first of all. And Mercury is not your positive graha. It's a Mercury Mahadasha. See, so Mercury is your 3rd lord, your 12th lord, and Saturn is your 7th and 8th lord. So this brings in too much of maybe some health issues. You lose money, travels become difficult, people stop understanding you. I know what you people are going through, but once you are free of comparison, once you're free minded from, so we're talking about freedom is the theme of today. So you have to stop worrying about what the others are going through, what the others are, why the others are gaining. Sometimes what happens, we actually get influenced, or we get envious of other people's success. That is when we feel uncomfortable. So it's their karma, what they are experiencing. So you focus on yourself, on your life, how you can improvise. Even in the tough situation, remember there are opportunities that you get. Now you have to recognize that, because what happens when you are down and out, you become very angry, agitated, and you forget the right things. Now you have your Mars as a Yoga Karagraha. And this is why, strengthen your Mars, worship Lord Hanuman, so that you actually gain the kind of strength that he forgot, and you get that strength also by reminding him that you had this, now you guide me. So people who have a very strong Mars, especially Leo Ascendant, Cancer Ascendant, Mars is your Yoga Karagraha. Capricorn people, Mars exalts here. So you people will definitely be experiencing a lot of energy from time to time. You have to have that kind of courage from time to time. You will fall, you will have to gather your strength again. So that kind of an energy is there. Okay. And all the best. How to prepare for Mars Mahadasha after Moon Mahadasha and Sadesati. Always remember, Mars Dasha is full of upheavals, spiky, up, down kind of a phase, because Moon is always, Moon is moon waxes and wanes. So I have seen people suffering a lot or face a lot of mood swings, or they have some mental health issues when they are in Mars Dasha, Moon Dasha. Now, what ascendant are you? Okay, Moon, Mahadasha, and Sadesati. So Moon, Mahadasha. Okay. So Sadesati means either you are a Capricorn, Aquarius, or Pisces, either or of these. So anyhow, for you guys, actually, Mars Dasha, if you are a Capricorn rising, so it is definitely going to be much better. And depending on your Mars placement, is it afflicted? Is it Ucha? Is it Nicha? Is it with some other, planet? So you have to see. So how come Sadesati you said? Sadesati is not going on for Scorpio natives. Saturn is aspecting Scorpio. That is something which I can buy. Saturn retrograde. Done with Sadesati. Yeah. Okay. So yes, you are after Sadesati you wrote. Okay. So you see, if you are a Scorpio one, so that means in Libra, you are saying Mars is in the 12th, right? In the 12th means it is in Libra. So it means that Mars Dasha wants you to go overseas. If you are already abroad, then this might bring in troubles abroad. So you have to maybe, have good cordiality with people. That will help you. Okay. And somebody is asking about stuck money. I told you for Cancer ascendant. See, for Cancer ascendant, retrograde period is not that great. So once Saturn turns direct, things will be better for you. Okay. That's what. So do the remedy, no? Scorpio natives, any which ways should recite on Tuesdays and Saturdays, some remedies related to Hanumanji, and, you can recite Hanuman Chalisa, not every day, because Hanumanji was brahmachari, he was celibate. So you have to, he was a brahmachari. So you cannot do it every day if you're married, if you're a family person. So you should do it at least on Tuesdays and Saturdays. You should recite Hanuman Chalisa and help your siblings, keep helping them. That is also a good remedy. And it is, I don't consent to the control fear, create your own reality. Okay, that's good. Create your own realities and life will be good. So, yeah. So I'm not getting any more questions. I think I can wrap up. If you have anything to ask, you can. Saturn in the 8th house, Cancer ascendant, Saturn Mahadasha, Saturn Antardasha. So Saturn has just started in a way. So Saturn is in the 8th house. So it is Saturn return for you also. Saturn is retrograde right now. So things are not good for especially Cancer natives since Saturn turned retrograde, because it is now giving more results of the 8th house, stronger results. So once it is direct, things will get better, health-wise also, financially also. Okay. Things will get better, Tushar. Don't worry. Yeah. Okay. So Sun is going to be in Leo. I would request you to make the best use of this in a couple of days' time. You can start something new if you want to. You can be creative, procreation-wise, it's good. For education purpose also, it is a good transit which is going to be coming up. And there is, thank you so much. So during Guru retrograde, he's asking, Ashish is asking again and again something or the other. Oh, you're welcome, SS. Will the stuck up money in the for Cancer natives, you must understand Jupiter retrogression is not considered to be good because Jupiter exalts there. So if you have got already but for in the 11th house, it's not considered to be bad because it's moving backwards, but still it is going to be giving you some relief once Mars comes out of Taurus sign. things are going to get better for Cancer ascendants, okay, because they are suffering because Mars is there in the 11th house for them, and it's with Jupiter. In the Taurus sign, Mars doesn't do well. So that is the reason you had this complication. Chanchal is asking Capricorn ascendant, Sun Mahadasha, Sun is in Magha and in Lagna in Cancer Navmansha. So for Capricorn natives, generally, Sun Dasha is not considered to be that great. And it is as it is in, in the Lagna in Cancer Navmansha also. Oh, to top it all. Okay, so this will give you issues. First of all, health issues, because it's the 8th lord after all, and it is not good for investing in the share market, etc. And it is, to top it all, in Magha Nakshatra also. So Sun in Magha means that it is in the 8th house of yours. Okay. So this might just bring about some issues in your relationships also, in your relationships with others. I'm not talking about spousal only. It is not good for the relationship and relationship-wise also. And otherwise also, for Capricorn natives, I've seen Sun Dasha is generally not that great. Sorry to say that. So you can simply just, seek help and advice from your mentors, seek blessings from your gurus. I don't give any such remedies wherein, you have to bury something right now or, give away something. Donations, definitely, I do say that, you can donate, but wearing something and, I don't see any relief coming from there. Anyways, then I'm isolating, seeking truth. I don't understand your, yes. Is it a good time for marriage, ma'am? Ascendant, Libra. Okay. Libra ascendant people, they are always having some trouble or the other. They're such wonderful people. But yes, I have seen Libra natives, generally if they have, if you can tell me where's your Mars? Rajeshri, Saturn Dasha and Venus Antardasha. So for Libra, Saturn Dasha is not bad because Saturn is your Yoga Kara Graha. If it is retrograde, then it might just give you some issues, especially if it is in the 8th house. It can give troubles, health issues. And if you're a student, then of course. Okay, very true with marriage, especially. Okay. So yeah, it gives troubles there, here and there, because Saturn Dasha is not that great, but it is good for profession, your professional career growth. Yeah. No date of birth. I'm not doing any horoscopes right now. Anyways, I didn't want to do the personalized, questions, but still, people want to know for their horoscope only. So, yes, if Saturn Rajshri is in the 5th house, it's not bad, no? So it's your Saturn return also, right? So it's good for you. Saturn return is good for you. Since Saturn has retrograde, Saturn in the 5th house is not considered to be, it's called Panoti actually. But when it gets direct and moves next year into your 6th house, things will be better. From May onwards, especially when Rahu switches. Rahu will be in your 5th house and Saturn will be in your 6th. So things will be better because Rahu does well in Aquarius sign. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, so let's call it a wrap. I just wanted to say hello to everyone and want to tell you what exactly is happening right now. And also I wanted to discuss the case, which is happening. It's very, very, the Kolkata case is troubling me also, a lot. So I was not too happy with the Independence Day celebrations that we are celebrating for what, whatever the condition right now is. It's very, very, very sad actually, Anyhow, let's support each other and let's try to do good to others, be good to others also. All right. Thank you so much. And please, yes, thank you. Keep praying for my family and my loved ones. And you are also, all of you are my loved ones as well. Thank you so much for being here, joining me live. God bless you all. Om Tat Sat.